This is the Shoot at the Hip podcast, and on this edition, we're going to be talking about Bill Goldberg. Now, if you haven't heard, according to websites ESPN.com, they were the first to break the news. Bill Goldberg will be the first inductee into the 2018 Hall of Fame. That's right, he will be headlining WrestleMania weekend in the Hall of Fame. Bill Goldberg. Now, everybody has their opinion about Bill Goldberg, especially this last run that he had with WWE. But I will have to say that Bill Goldberg deserves to be in the 2018 Hall of Fame. He deserves to headline it. Bill Goldberg had a very, very successful career. Bill Goldberg wasn't a guy that wowed you, in the ring. He wasn't the best wrestler of all time, but you have to give credit what credit is due. When it comes to creating characters, this was the best WCW character of all time. WCW had all the talent, but you can make an argument to say that all of those guys that WCW had, basically WWF at the time made. From Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, who came to WCW under that name. Kevin Nash, who first started out as Big Daddy Cool Diesel, winning the WWF Championship back in the days. All of the talent that they had, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, all those guys were WWF guys. Bill Goldberg was one of the guys that WCW created. He started off at the power plant. They trained him. They made him the badass that he was, giving him that gimmick, giving him that undefeated streak, allowing him to beat Hulk Hogan on their Monday Nitro to win the World Heavyweight Championship, being the first undefeated man to do so. So shouts out to them for giving him the opportunity to do that. One of the best characters they ever made, if not the best. And then he went to WWE, which wasn't very, very good. I don't think that WWE knew what to do with him at the time, and he wasn't happy. And we all know about the debacle at WrestleMania 20 between him and Brock Lesnar when the fans knew that both guys were leaving. And he left a bad taste in a lot of fans' mouths. So a lot of people have their own opinions about Goldberg, but he does indeed deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. He had a very, very successful career, and you can't say too much, about him. He really did do what he did. His character, he had a mystique about, whooping ass, taking names, and being this unstoppable force, and he did it very, very well. There was nothing too much special about him. He came out with the black boots and the black tights, blowing smoke, going through the fireworks and stuff like that, blowing smoke out his mouth. That probably was by far one, some of the best things that he did. I don't really have a very memorable Goldberg match. All his matches to me kind of were pretty much the same. I think the best Goldberg match I can think of was when he won the United States Championship from Raven. The only part I can remember is Raven escaping from the crowd, and the crowd was actually pushing Raven back into the ring. They basically crowd surfed him back to ringside. That way Goldberg can go ahead and finish him off. I think that was by far one of the most memorable Goldberg matches. Wasn't a real big fan of him beating Brock Lesnar in a minute and some odd seconds. Wasn't a real big fan of him eliminating Brock Lesnar from the Royal Rumble. And I didn't really like the match between him and Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. I think that Goldberg, he was a nostalgic. He came back. People were excited to see him. But a lot of people were upset about Goldberg and his quick matches. But if you look at Goldberg never really had a long match. The guy wasn't a guy that was going to wow you, with his catches can style. He did what he needed to do in order to get over, and he did that. So congratulations to the 2018 Hall of Fame inductee, Bill Goldberg. Well deserved. He is going to be the guy to headline WrestleMania weekend once again in the 2018 Hall of Fame. This has been the Shoot at the Hip podcast. I ask that you all subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is TJ Jones Rants. Also, follow me on Twitter at TJ Jones 8. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't like the video, and also comment down below. I want to know what you think about Bill Goldberg. Does he deserve to be the headliner for the Hall of Fame? Till next time, I'll see you down the road.